This is the Panther. This is a Tier 7 German medium tank. And unlike other mediums, this one has poor mobility. Meaning it has a low transverse speed, a low turret transverse speed, a slow speed limit for a medium, but it has an excellent view range, excellent signal range, and the turret is a lot stronger than most mediums. The armor, it has a 85, 50, and 40, and the front armor is slope, and it can bounce some shots off of it. Not reliable, but it can help. The front of the turret is very bouncy, especially the gun mantle. It has 120 millimeter, and with this slope, it can bounce much stronger shots. But the sides and rear are weak points in this vehicle. Any gun can practically penetrate the sides and rear. Now the guns, the L70, you'll have all these three guns immediately. And the L70 is probably going to be the best choice of the three. It has a 150 pin, 130 damage rating. And so this gun, since they buffed it a few months ago, has proven to be very effective in high tier battles. But once you get this gun, the L100, top gun, it's going to greatly outclass the other guns. It has a high penetration, good rate of fire, good accuracy, good aiming time, but the damage rate is very low. But with all this considered, it's a very effective gun. I mean, it has a very low damage rating, but you can put out a lot of damage in a very short time. Modules, radio, you'll have this top radio immediately. And with the 710 meter, it's going to help very much, especially make your view range more effective. The suspension, you'll need the upgraded suspension to load all the modules, but you also get an extra 3 degrees transverse, which is going to help a lot with this vehicle. The engine, you'll have this second engine immediately, and once you get the upgraded engine, you'll see a big difference in this vehicle. The turret, you'll need the upgraded turret to load the top gun, and it has more armor than the stock turret, but the transverse speed drops almost in half. But you also get a 30 meter view range on it. Equipment, camo, I usually put on a camo net and a binoculars. There's only two I use. I mean, toolbox would be helpful. Not really much else, because this tank doesn't stand up well in a fight, and to put anything else on would just delay the inevitable. So you're not supposed to get close to other vehicles in this vehicle. It's not a brawling tank. Not in the slightest. I use just AP rounds because the heat round on this gun, oops, is just a waste of time. Okay, crew. At this point of the game at tier 7, crew skills should start to show up. I mean, you should have some crew skills on them at tier 7, even tier 6. So I use recon. I almost always use recon on my vehicles because if the observation device on the vehicle gets damaged, this recon can help compensate for that. But Sixth Sense might be helpful, but it's only effective to 100%, so you may want to use another skill and replace it when that skill reaches 100%. Jack of all trades would be helpful. Mentor, if you plan to keep this vehicle around for a while. I don't see any need to put these on. Brothers in Arms, that comes into effect only if all crew members have 100%. So you might want to use something else until you're ready to swap the skill out for this one. Okay, gunner. The gunner, I use snapshots so I can put out more rounds and cause more damage. But armor would be a good skill to have. Deadeye, I'm not sure how effective it would be, but it's only effective to 100 at 100%. So you might want to use something else and then swap them out when the skill reach 100%. The driver, I use smooth ride so I can put out more shots. But again, you might want to use off-road driving. Clutch braking, I'm not sure that would really help you because the transverse speed is very low. It would help improve it, but it's below. It's already very low, so you might not see much of an effect there. Preventative maintenance, again, it only comes into effect at 100%. Controlled impact, I really don't get into that situation with this vehicle. I'm usually trying to keep my distance from the other vehicles and use the view range. Radio, I use situational awareness. That way I improve the view range more, but I don't know, signal boosting, you already have a good radio, but it would help. Relaying, again, you already have a good radio. Call for Vengeance, I really don't see the need for it. And you may want to put repairs or camouflage or firefighting. Those would be good for this vehicle. Loader. Biggest problem with the loaders is their skills require 100% to be effective. So you might want to use one of these until they reach 100%, and then I usually go for safe storage to improve the vehicle's survivability. Right now I have repair on there. because I want to keep this tank moving, because if this tank stands still, it's gonna die. I put on a small repair kit, a first aid kit, and a fire extinguisher. The first aid is more for the gunner, not the gunner, the driver. Because the driver dies, this vehicle becomes awfully sluggish to use. The repair kit, it's more for the gun than anything else, just to keep the accuracy as high as possible.
Move out.
This is Corellia assault mode, and we're defending base. This vehicle is going to go to a ridge on this side of the map, right around here, actually right here, and it's going to try to snipe at vehicles in this area, and it's going to perform its more traditional role. This is the role that most people prefer with this tank. Remember, it doesn't have a lot of mobility. We're using that M7 as a spotter. Take a few hits on that KV. Got one.
Got him.
And just took him out in just a few shots. Let's see if we can get another hit, another shot on that T-49. Ooh, here's a KV-1S.
Penetration. We've hit them hard. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
A Black Prince just showed up. Black Prince has a lot of armor, especially in the front. I'm taking more powerful guns than this, and they just bounce off, even on the sides.
Bounced off. Looks like that one went right through. They blew off our track. We're stuck. We just dinged them. Track repaired. Drive on. We've lost a track.
T-43 is out there somewhere. Now we're going to try to mop up. There's only 4 vehicles left. So this should be very quick. The gun on this thing is very good. It's very accurate, it's fast firing. You can get, you can just unload shots onto another tank with little trouble.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
This is a good demonstration of the vehicle's ability to snipe. I mean, you've seen it in the other video, but this one's even better. This is assault mode, and we're defending base. And the enemy is going to come down this way and this way. And if you notice, we're only sending 2 scouts and 1 medium. And they're going to come around with heavies and just wipe this area out. And when they get to this city, I'll be sniping at them. We're tracking his A20, trying to get a shot on him.
That's gotta hurt. Enemy armor is damaged.
You're massacring this guy. You gotta get rid of these light tanks. They bring down artillery. Ooh. And other tanks too. And this A20 is going to try to do some damage.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Biggest concern right now is artillery and heavy tanks.
Looks like that one went right
I'm using
through.
these buildings as cover.
Penetration.
Just spotted tanks on that village on top of the hill. And we're going to try to do some damage to them. This gun has a high rate of fire, so it can do a lot of damage in a very short time. I know I've said that a lot in this video, but it is true.
That's gotta hurt. Enemy is hit. Punched right through their armor. We nailed them back.
We're taking hits, so we're having to back off. Not sure what hit us. Not hit the tank. Our artillery is trying to kill this vehicle.
We've lost the track. We're immobilized. Let's go. We're
That's
done
it.
for. Everyone get out.
That's it. It was a good game. Just didn't have enough people covering the town right here. If we had more tanks here, we'd probably won. Or at least hold out a little longer. This is a replay that I have for you. This uses the tank in a very different way than what it usually does. Instead of just sniping, it's gonna scout and patrol and spot vehicles. On this map, you have this ridge right here. And if you have a very good view range, what this tank does, you can spot vehicles all the way across here, this whole hill. You can give artillery better support that way. Oh, a tiger just came up.
Enemy is hit.
I was surprised this tank can shoot on the move.
Penetration.
I didn't think that. And that's pretty much what happens in this game. Is I kept spotting all these vehicles up here and everybody kept shooting them. Well, I take one shot at him and everybody would just kill him. We have to get that tiger out of there first, because that tiger detects us. Everybody's gonna kill me. Just detected an E2.
That one didn't go through.
2 must have a
Penetration.
really thick armored turret on it. You must have 6 enemies. D-29 died. That's a big loss for us.
We nailed it bad. Enemy is hit.
I think we hit the gun. Boy. Yeah, they spotted me. I had to back away.
We nailed it bad.
Got the Jackson a little bit.
Enemy is hit.
Yeah. This gun has such a high rate of fire and such good aiming time that you can put on a lot of damage in just a short time.
Enemy armor is hit.
Every one of those tanks that died on that hill were detected by this tank. And were spotted as well.
They're knocked out.
Just killed our last artillery.
Penetration. He's gone. Find another target.
Yeah, this vehicle gets scout and patrol duty from this battle. It's a very unusual way of playing this tank. But for this circumstance, it worked.